Hi all, welcome back. It's Fleur from Fleurs by Design. Today, Joy and I are working on our Inspiration Friday projects, and we are going to get inspired by shaker pockets. The first card I'm going to make is actually going to be a couple of Mother's Day cards for my mom and my husband's mom, since Mother's Day is just around the corner. And I thought I would use this awesome Oh My Heart collection from Pink Paisley for this project because it's kind of about moms. I kind of looked through this. I specifically got this sticker sheet because it has cool mom right there. But a lot of the things in here, like reading books and that kind of stuff, and just the flowers kind of just reminded me, and mom life just reminded me of moms. And of course these cute little heart charms, which I love. And I also got from Scrapbook Nerd these Studio Katia. So these are just some clear, let's see what this one is called. The Sparkling Crystals mix. So it's like a clear, I don't know if you can see that. Those are awesome. So those would go with any project. And then I also got the Summer Fusion, which is like light blue, green, yellow, pink, light pink, dark pink. It's very pretty. It goes really perfect with the Crepe Paper collection, Oasis, these colors. That's why I got it to go with that. But first I'm going to make a shaker card. Kind of like I've done this in previous videos. This is like a super duper easy way to make a shaker pocket. So for the first card, like I said, I'm working on Mother's Day cards with this collection. I'm going to show you a super duper easy way. I've shown this on a previous video, just how to make a really easy shaker pocket, because I just want it to be a pocket that's going to go behind some embellishments. And what I do is use these baseball card holders. They're also, you could use the Project Life if you want something a little bit bigger. But these are perfect, I think, for card size. And all I do is cut out so they're usually open on the top, and then 3 of the sides are sealed. So you just want to trim along this sealed side. So you're only going to end up getting 6 pockets out of this, because the ones in the middle will end up not having any sealed sides, but you can reuse those for another project. But to make it super easy, all you have to do is take your scissors, and I'll start with this one first, and you just want to cut on the side. And I probably should be using better scissors than these. Those are great for paper, but not so much for plastic. There we go, that's better. And you just want to trim, like I said, along that sealed edge so it stays sealed along 3 edges. So I'm just going to cut out all 3 of these, since I'll be making a couple of these. And then you'll see, so this is already sealed here, and sealed here. Just has the top open, so we're just going to trim it. We want to keep it so that the next one has the bottom, so just right underneath that sealed edge, so the one on top keeps the seal there. And there you go, you have a little shaker pocket. The only edge you need to close up is the top one once you have all your sequins and stuff in it. So I'm going to be making 2 Mother's Day cards. That's my first project. So I'm just going to cut 2 of these. And this is going to be, I'm going to make 3 different types of shaker cards. So this is number 1, super easy shaker pocket from this. You just fill it up with sequins and then you're done. Super easy. And I will show you how that looks once I get all the card made. I'll come back and show you how it looks. Okay, so here is my shaker pocket. So I put in some sequins. These are from Crepe Paper, the heart ones. The other mix is from Fancy Pants. It's like the birthday collection. Added a cute wood bird. There's 3 in there, I think. And then I also just added these cute little heart stickers. They're stickers like this. So all I did was stick them back to back. So if you did flip this over, you could see that there's just another sticker on the back. And I'm just attaching it. I'm not going to close off the top because I'm attaching it to this. This is just one of the die cuts from the die cut pack. So I just attached it with some washi tape on the little sticker book here. This one. There is a sheet of washi tape right here. So I just took this little thin strip and I'm adding it along across the top just to seal this down and to attach it. And it's going to end up getting covered up. So I've attached my yellow paper. This is just from the 6x6 paper pad. I'm just going to attach this to the center with my, if I can find it, my tape. This stuff's really strong, so I usually just put it in the 4 corners. I don't find that I need more than that, especially for a card that's kind of more like a temporary thing. My mom keeps all my cards, but not everybody keeps the cards that I make them, so you know, I don't feel like I need to make them so they'll last forever like my scrapbook pages, so I tend to be a little more cheap with how much tape I use because it's expensive. Okay, so that is going to get just here, I'll take that off. So this is going to be just attached into the center of the yellow paper, and then like I said, this is just being attached for now with the washi tape along the top. And then when I glue on the flowers, so I think I'm going to add just a few flowers along the top, like that, and maybe this one on this corner. You won't even see the washi tape, and that glue will help cement that on as well and keep it closed. So I'm just gonna put a fair amount of tape on here, and we'll put this one in this corner. This one I don't have to worry about mailing, so if it goes off the side of the card, I'm totally fine with that because my mom lives close by, so I don't need to mail it. So we will just put this one, I think like that, in that corner, and that kind of covers up all the washi tape up there. I found this really cute. This is from the chipboard sheet, and it says, "You're the best." It had a little hole for thread or something, so I just took that off. And I don't think I need to attach it with foam tape. I might need to put a little bit on that end, but I'm going to attach it with the tape on one end and just add a little bit of foam tape on the other end. The shaker pocket will move around when you're moving it, so I don't really want to attach it with foam tape, so I'm just going to add that down here. And then what I was thinking I would do, just make sure that's all sealed, there we go. And then what I was thinking I would do is use the chipboard letters, and I'm going to spell out Mom. So, Mom, you're the best. And maybe another pink one. Now the only thing is that kind of covers a lot of the, I wonder if I can add it up here. Because I don't want to cover too much of that cute little shaker pocket. So I could add the Mom up here. Right, like that. Yeah, I like that. So Mom, you're the best. And there we go. So I'll just tape this down. I'm going to use, I always, even though they're sticky, add extra adhesive to my chipboard because it's really heavy, and I find almost always they come off even though they have adhesive on them. They almost never actually stay on. So I'm just going to add some extra adhesive to the Mom here. And I'll start on the edge here with the M. And then need a little bit for the O. And like I said, I find this Suquang tape excellent for this kind of stuff. So let's do the O. I'm going to kind of overlap them. I think that looks cute. And then the M. Mom. Okay. So there's card number 1 done, shaker card, super easy shaker pocket. I'm going to make another Mother's Day card just exactly the same way with the second shaker pocket that I have, but it'll probably be different colors. This color scheme I used the yellow and the pink because I found that cute little card and I thought that would be perfect. So let's see, I'm going to go through the pattern paper book. So this is the 6x6 pattern paper book, and it's full of like really a lot of different colors and patterns. So I will go through it and we will see what we're going to do for pocket number 2. So here's shaker card number 2 finished. So for this shaker card, I went with the cute pattern paper little birds. So I kind of took my inspiration from that. I made the little shaker pocket with some purple, pink, yellow, and the clear crystals in there. Those are so cute. And then the little birds match perfectly, so I just added one down here and one up here with a little branch for him to sit on. And then again added the mom stickers with the XOXO down here. So there's another really easy shaker style card. I think they work perfect for cards, this way of doing it, because they're super easy, super fast. I know if you're making a lot of cards for something, then you don't want to be spending a lot of time making the shaker pocket. So there's shaker pocket number 1 done, and I'll be back to show you a second way to make a shaker pocket. So for this second card, I'm going to actually make the whole card a shaker pocket. I'm using the Crate Paper Cool Kid collection. It's an awesome collection, and I got this little pack from them which has a bunch of star embellishments and these little, I don't know what they call them, plus signs. But I also want to talk about different things that you can add into your shaker pockets that maybe you haven't thought about before. I use a lot of different things in my shaker pockets. So for example, this one, I'm using this paper here as the background. But I also thought it would be cool to have some of these triangles in the shaker pocket. So all I did, and you can do this with any pattern paper that you like, if it's flowers, as long as you don't mind fussy cutting, this would work for pretty much any kind of pattern paper that has small patterns. So even maybe a 6x6 paper pad would be good for this. And all I did, this one was super easy because it's just triangles. So all I'm doing is cutting the triangles like that, so you can see there, just along the pattern paper. And I'm going to add these into my shaker pocket. Like I said, this one I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to show you how we do that, but first I just wanted to kind of show you what I'm going to add. So I'm going to add in some of the triangles. I also have this cute little piece of pattern paper that had these little circles, so I'm going to add some of those. So again, it's just fussy cutting. If you have a little punch that's the right size, you could just punch these out if you want them to be perfect, but I always just, instead of having to search for a punch that works, I just cut them out by hand. As long as you take it slow and do it carefully, you can get them pretty good. So these are cute. One looks like the Flash symbol, which actually is my son's favorite superhero when he was little. He even dressed like him for Halloween. So this is a really cute collection, this Cool Kid, and I haven't really had a chance to use it. So that's another thing you could do, is fussy cut your pattern paper, and you can add it into your shaker pocket. You can also add buttons. So these are from Paige Evans' collection. But the yellow and the turquoise go perfect with this collection, so I'm just taking the glue off the back, and I'm going to add those in there. So buttons are great to add, especially if you're doing a big shaker pocket. And then I will be adding these silver and blue stars. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm actually going to use vellum for the shaker pocket. And I'm going to basically cover the whole front of the card with a shaker pocket. You'll still be able to see through to that Cool Kid little sentiment there, but the whole card is going to be covered. And the first thing you want to do, cut down your card. So I've cut this to just a bit smaller than a regular card. I think it's 4 by 5 1/4, I want to say. So you just cut your piece of pattern paper, and then however you want to decorate the front. Because I'm doing a shaker pocket, I'm going to keep it fairly simple and just put this Cool Kid on the front. Okay, and then you're going to cut your piece of vellum. Okay, so you're going to cut your piece of vellum so that it's slightly larger than your card all the way around. And what we're going to do is we're going to seal 3 of the sides, so I'm just going to trim this off here. I like to leave about like 1/2 inch, 1/4 of an inch, so I'm going to cut this piece off here. And what I'm going to do is just use my scoring little thing, and I'm going to score about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to do, yeah, so it's about 1/2 inch, 1/4 of an inch in, and I'm just going to score it where those three. So you don't want to seal the top one yet. We're just going to score that, and I'll be back to show you how that looks. Okay, so when you're using the scoring tool to do your vellum, be extra careful. Vellum rips really easy when you're scoring. So basically you're just going to score your three sides, fold them over, and we're going to slip our little front of the card. This is just this part, the front of the card, inside our pocket. Okay, that's just going to slide in there, and then we're going to tape this all down. So you can use whatever tape you have. I'm just going to use my Sukwaing again. You just want to make sure it's super stuck down so nothing can come out of it. So just use whatever tape you want, and we're just going to make sure that this pocket gets stuck down. Fold that piece in there. So we'll do that side. And this is for any pocket that you're doing for the, you know, for anything like this, you just want to make sure that there's nothing can escape. So when you're making pockets, just make sure that they're, sorry, that was my little kitty cat. Buttons, yes, buttons, I'll be right there. So you're just going to seal up the three sides of your pocket like that. And then I'm going to go let my cat out, and I will be back to show you how we finish it off. Okay, so I've sealed all three sides of my vellum, and now I'm just going to add in my little pieces. So I'm going to add in those two little things I cut out. I'm going to add in the little triangles, and I might end up cutting a few more of those out. Like that. I'm going to add in my buttons. Like that. And I'm going to add in some of these blue and silver stars. Get those in there. And you can see I've kind of ripped right there when I was doing it with the vellum. It's a little bit finicky, but I can always fix that. I was going to add some stickers anyway, these little stars maybe in one of these little words for the card. So yeah, so you're just going to keep adding. I might even add one of these those stars right into the pocket. This is just a paper clip, so this is another thing that you can add is the paper clips. Sorry for that noise, that was a terrible noise. I'm going to open that with my scissors instead. So you can also add in shaped paper clips. So I think I'm going to add one of those in there because that'll be really cool. Oh yeah, that's really cool. So like I said, I'm going to add a few more of these. You can pretty much add anything you want into these pockets. Don't think it's just sequins or just little wood shapes. I actually do have some, that reminds me, I have some little wood shapes that are stars, so I'm going to add some of these in too. So pretty much anything can go into these shaker pockets, and I think the more you add that's different, the more interesting these little shaker pockets become. I don't want that brown button in there. So just keep thinking outside the box and finding cool things that you can add to your shaker pockets. So I will be back to show you how this card looks when it's all finished. Okay, so here's the final card. So it's a full shaker pocket card. The card opens, and like I said, in this card I added a paper clip, some buttons, some wood veneer, some cutout shapes from paper, and the regular sequins that usually go in a shaker card. I love how it looks. I think that's so cool. Can't wait to give that to somebody. that's probably one of my favorites that I've made, so love that. The next one I'm going to do is actually going to be a shaker pocket for my Traveler's Notebook for February, which I'm working on. It's the beginning of March, so I'm a little behind, but I'm going to add a shaker pocket to my Traveler's Notebook, and I'm going to show you how I do that in just a few minutes. So for the last card, I'm actually just going to use the packaging that these stars came in. I dumped out a bunch of them. I just kept enough in there that I want to use. So again, it's got 3 sealed sides already. I just have to worry about sealing that top part. The way I'm going to do that this time is I'm going to tape it, and then I'm just going to hide it with, I'm going to put the photo of my son on top with the stars, and I'll just use some washi tape or something along the top there just to keep it sealed. So I've started my page here. You can see I had the picture there without the shaker pocket. I thought, no, I really want to do the shaker pocket there. I was going to do it down the side, but once I got the page done, I decided that I really wanted it like right here. So I'm going to add the shaker pocket there. So there's already a little bit of tape there. And then I'm just going to find, so then his picture will go there. And I just need to find something to put along the top. So I'm thinking something black because we have black down here. And I have this Reset Girl washi I could use. Let's see if I've got any other black. I do have this one, which is like a turquoise with the black, which would probably go. I have this cream colored one with black, but there's really no cream in there, so probably won't use that one. I don't think I have any other black ones in here. So I think I will use this one here. It's a nice thin one. It won't add too much, so I'm just going to run it across the top of that like that, and that's going to seal that pocket shut. And then I will kind of maybe add another strip. Maybe I'll take this turquoise one here and just add another little strip here to cover up that little white piece that's showing through. And then I'm just going to tape that photo on to the shaker pocket. And then this will go in my February, this is on my previous video if you wanted to watch it. I'm doing my photo a day, so this is February 1st. I'm doing my photo a day in Traveler's Notebooks. So I am doing kind of a page a day in a Traveler's Notebook. I'm using I haven't finished doing the cover for February yet, but this is just the Webster's Pages little notebook that came with the Traveler's Notebook. Anyway, so this is the book that I'm starting, and this is February 1st, so I will just, this one actually has cream colored paper in it, which I wasn't too much of a fan of, but since I cover most of the pages anyway, like that, see, most of it is covered, then, you know, it really doesn't bother me. This was from I just finished using the Crate Paper Boys collection that I used for the last card for this layout because it kind of went perfect with the colors of his school and the gown that he was wearing. So yeah, so I'll just glue this into the book, and there's February 1st started, and even though it's beginning of March, I'm going to try and get through February as quick as I can. But there is another shaker pocket. This is just a fun one just to add anywhere that you want. I added this into my Traveler's Notebook, and I will be back with my next video, which will be probably a flip through and a little bit of how I do my February Traveler's Notebook with my photos every day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Go on and check out Joy's video, how she was inspired by shaker pockets, and I really hope you enjoyed seeing how I made some fun shaker pockets for all your different projects. And I will see you next month with another Friday inspiration, and stay tuned next week for another video. Thanks very much. Bye.